Hello everyone, I'm Sean, alright, and this is Everyday Food Views. Today we've ordered from Wildwood on Church Street via Deliveroo. I'll just get a thumbnail before we carry on. Now, when I was on Deliveroo today, I was looking at the supposed special offers, and Wildwood said you get 50% off if you spend over £20. So I had a look at the menu. It looks similar to a couple of other pizza places, but similar prices as well. So with the 50% off, they're pretty cheap prices. However, I've just checked again now, and it only says 20% off, but when I've ordered and paid 50% off. But they've got a deal on there where you can just pick 4 of any pizza for £30, which sounds okay. When you consider that's £15 because it's over 20, that's pretty good. The delivery was £3.99, so that's expensive. But you know, when it's 50% off, you're still coming out on top. I think, given that it's changed to 20% off, I think that the prices that it's discounting are the actual genuine prices. £30 for 4 pizzas sounds about right. So that's the offer we went for. And we got a couple of extra things. The other 3 pizzas are downstairs. My girlfriend's eating one, and then the other 2 we'll save for later. Now, they didn't do any pizzas with anchovy toppings or anything, so we've just got a meat feast. Now, I've tried to separate out a couple of slices already, but that's the meat feast. And I'm just going to check what's actually on it. The pizza was sliced up, but it wasn't sliced up sort of all the way through. You need to tear it apart a little bit. But they've made an attempt to slice it up. So this meat feast, or meat fest rather, has pepperoni, chicken, chorizo, pancetta and ground beef. I think I can see all of those there. But we also ordered a couple of starters, which I'll start with. We've got olives. I want to get the name of this one right. We've got olives, and which half price were £1.75. I think the full price is £3.50. Yeah, full price £3.50 marinated olives. We've also got calamari, full price of which is £7.10. I've got half the portion here, so we got 12 calamari rings altogether, and it come with a lemon wedge and some Cajun mayo. And we've got something I've never had before called mushroom arancini. And that's £6.50, and you get 3 of these pieces. I've just taken one and left the other 2 downstairs. Hand-rolled creamy mushroom risotto balls served with a marinara sauce. So, we'll get into it. We'll try the olives first. The olives look a bit disappointing. There's a few sort of those darker olives and those big green olives, but most of them just look like the olives you just get from a normal, regular, cheap jar of olives. I'm going to try the calamari first because I've got this mayo on my fork already, actually. That's nice. I've sprinkled some of the lemon juice on. Cajun mayo is nice. It's not overly spicy, but it's nice. Yeah. I think the coating spice. Something's a bit spicy. I think that's the coating on there. Okay, so these olives, they are a bit better than sort of regular olives that you see in a jar and stuff. They're a bit firmer, a bit more flavour to them. A big green one's nice, but there's only 2 of them in there. Yeah, it's a nice bit of olives. Nice bit of olives. Nice portion of olives. Not so sure it's worth £3.50. You know, I've paid less than that in restaurants before and got, you know, marinated olives and garlic and sun-dried tomatoes and that sort of thing, so I can't in good faith say that's worth £3.50, but I'm glad I've tried it for £1.75. Next time, if there is a next time, if I order from here again, I won't bother with that. I'll try one of these big calamari rings. Now, I will say they're not... all the food arrived warm rather than hot. which is kind of okay. I think everywhere's a bit busy today. We've got to cut them a bit of slack. It is New Year's Day. With the tier restriction rules changing and everything, we've had to move a lot of plans around. We didn't have anything in. I was glad to see so many restaurants open and operating and delivering safely, especially today. So I'll cut them a bit of slack there. But it does mean while I've been waffling on like this, that it has gone a little bit cold. Calamari is nice. There's a nice crispy breadcrumb coating. I'm more used to seeing it in batter, but it's nice. This is a mushroom arancini creamy risotto bowl. So we break it open there. We can see it's full of, looks like a bit of cheese and rice and mushrooms. Smells lovely. Smells of savoury mushrooms. And I think this has retained its heat a little bit better as well. I've never had these before. I'm not usually. I've said a few times I'm not big on rice, so risotto isn't something I'd usually pick either. Texture of the rice inside it is quite sticky. I'm not a big fan of that. Flavours are lovely though, and the crispy coating on the outside is great. That marinara sauce actually really helps with the sticky texture, and it's a bit acidic as well. It rounds out the flavour nicely, and in terms of texture, I think what I've done is the right thing. Cut the thing open and put the sauce directly onto the rice there, and it's a bit less sticky, goes down a bit easier. It's really quite nice. So we'll try the pizza, which should be the star of the show. Now, like I said about Rudy's, you do want to be aware that with the way the toppings are placed, especially these bits of chicken, if you're sharing it with people, you just need to be aware that not every slice has some of every topping on. You know, this slice here doesn't have any chicken on. This slice here doesn't. That one's got a tiny bit, but you can see there's 3 of these big pieces of chicken on, which look nice. This is a bit charred around the edge, like actually borderline burnt around the edge. No, I'd say that's burnt rather than charred. That's quite considerable. But this is the only one that was like that, to be fair. The others looked like they were cooked fine. And also it's only on the one side, it's only affecting a couple of the slices, and it's only affecting them mostly right on the crust by the look of it. We'll see if we can get a better look underneath. Yeah, it's just right on the crust there, so you can just not eat the crust and you'll be fine. But we'll eat it from the other side anyway, where it's not burnt or charred so much. Again, it's gone a little bit cold, a little bit stiff, but cheers. The flavours of the meat and the cheese on that are wonderful. I can't taste much of the sauce, but I've got, chorizo and pepperoni on there, so I'm not going to taste much of the sauce through that. It's nice and spicy. With the others that we'll be having either later on or tomorrow, I'll definitely, put a little pot of water in the oven and heat them up that way. And I think that they're a bit dry. They need a bit of. If I'm going to reheat them, they'll need a bit of moisture reintroduced into them. But it's delicious. The pizzas with fewer toppings on, I think, are more consistently spread. This one's got a lot of toppings on, so if they made it so that there was some of everything on every slice, it might be more difficult to eat, and it would cost them more money. And if you're eating the whole thing to yourself or sharing it with one person, cutting it in half, you're not going to have that issue necessarily. You'll still get to try a bit of everything. But the dough's nice. There's maybe a bit on the chewy side. It's not the best I've had, but it's nice. I like it a lot, and I think the only ones I've had that are better have been places that are sort of specifically focused on pizza. This is pizza, grill, pasta. They do a lot of things there. It's a full Italian restaurant by the look of it. They do burgers, they do different pasta dishes. So the pizza, you wouldn't necessarily expect it to be as good as some other places that focus solely on pizza. They got an interesting range of starters and sides as well. But this has also worked out cheaper with all these starters. Excuse me, the starters and the delivery and 4 pizzas. It came to, I think, about £27, but that's when it's half price. If it wasn't half price, if it was 20% off, it would have been about 40 something pounds. That I'd say is expensive. The pizza was like absolutely top shelf. I'd say that's still a good price, a nice treat for yourself now and then. If you can get it half price, I'd heartily recommend it. And also I'd assume it would usually turn up a little bit warmer than it did today, but it's a busy day, it's New Year's Day. Or it might be that it's not a busy day and it's actually quieter than usual, so things are taking longer to get out. I don't know. I don't know. But depending on the price you pay. Oh, also, that they do a pasta deal, 4 pasta dishes for £25. And of course, if you're not getting all the starters, it's the 4 pizzas are going to be £34 delivered. But with the 20% off, it will be £28 delivered for 4 pizzas. Which, £7 a pizza, that's not too bad. So, even with that 20% off, full price with £4 delivery is still a bit of a stretch, I'd say. 50% off, definitely try them. 20% off, I'd maybe try them, maybe stick to the deals and not get the starters. No money off, I would recommend them because assuming the pasta's okay, I've got no reason to think that it wouldn't be, although I've not reviewed it. I'm assuming the pasta's on standard with the pizza. I'd put this above something like Frankie and Benny's or something like that, and I know they charge a lot. But I also know they're on the taste card, so you can get that half price as a regular sort of standard price if you have a taste card. I think there's usually some way to get it half price or buy one get one free with them though. I'd recommend it if you've got fussy eaters, you're ordering for a family. So I know on the apps you can order from places with no minimum order and just pay £4, £4, spend £12 on delivery. You could order from here and the food might cost £5 or £10 more, but the delivery is going to cost £5 or £10 less. But they do quite a range of different things, the pasta, the burgers, the pizza. So you might find something to keep everybody happy if you've got different fussy eaters in your family. So yeah, overall I'm impressed. If I see it half price, I'll definitely go there again. If see it 20% off, I'll think about ordering just the deals again, or 20% off and free delivery. That'd be great. You'd be looking at £24, £6 each for the pizzas. That'd be pretty okay. But yeah, Wildwood, Italian on Church Street, via Deliveroo. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, I like it. Thanks very much for joining us. Stay safe. Enjoy yourselves. Look forward to things, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.